Welcome back.
Welcome to Groove Theory Project, your favorite podcast for music lovers.
Yeah.
Episode 6.
Is this episode 6?
Episode 6.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at us.
Look at us. If this is your first time, welcome. We're so happy that you joined us. If you're coming back, welcome back.
Welcome back. And thanks for
rocking with us.
continuing to tap in.
Yes. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling inspired.
We didn't say our names. Sometimes we forget.
I know. Because we know who we are.
I'm Beyonce.
I'm also Beyonce. It's two Beyoncés
Your
in our
favorite
friend group.
podcast hosted by Beyonce and Beyonce. JK, I'm officially, I'm Neijah, not Beyonce.
And I am Arniesha. And we are your hosts.
Yes. How are you feeling today, Beyonce?
I'm feeling really excited to start my stadium tour next week.
Your stadium tour.
Which you have, we already talked about them.
I'm going, yeah.
You're going.
Yeah, you better be giving me a backstage pass.
Obviously, yeah. You're on the list for sure.
All right, can I talk to Arniesha now?
Okay, I'm back.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling silly, but I'm good. How are you
Nice.
feeling?
I'm feeling good. Chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling like a villain is what we say in the Bay.
Okay.
What's been on your mind lately?
What's been on my mind? My mind's blank right now. What's been on it? I've been reflecting a lot. Been journaling a lot this week.
Nice.
I guess that goes with kind of what this episode is about.
Yeah.
The healing and reflecting of things. What's been on your mind?
Remembering gratitude and remembering that you can make as many mood boards and plans as you want to, but God
Amen.
has his own plans and they might differ from yours.
Amen.
That's what life has been telling me lately.
Yes.
Yes. And it's been nice. We've been learning to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And that's, for once, feeling nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Virgo, so I like to have control. And so I'm learning to let go.
Yeah. Lean into spontaneity and what life brings you.
I don't know about spontaneity. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I guess.
You can lean into it, girl.
Spontaneity.
So shall we get into it?
Yes. Let's do it.
This episode is about healing sounds. I'm excited for this one.
Yes.
We are going to go into the songs and the artists that we enjoy, but do more than just entertain.
They leave our cups a little bit more full than it was before we turn on their songs, go to their concerts. Yeah.
They leave us encouraged or just motivational. More purposeful work.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
So what do we mean by healing sounds? We kind of talked about it just now a little bit, but like what comes to mind for me is definitely lyrics. I love affirmative songs, some affirmations. I also love songs that are vulnerable in ways that feel like, damn, is she spying on me? she know what I'm going through?
Yeah. Relatable.
Does he know what I'm going through? Like it just feels so relatable, like you said, and but on topics that you normally wouldn't be so loud about. So it feels personal, it feels intimate.
Yeah.
And also the sonic side of it, just like more sounds that feel relaxing and peaceful.
The tone and energy.
Yeah. And just drive those emotions that need to be released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, it's interesting to think that music can be just like all the medicine you need sometimes.
Yeah.
A good song can bring you out of whatever you're going through in the moment, or at least make it a little better.
Out of your head, into your body. I was looking at something, this lady was saying dancing is like one of the best regulators of your nervous system. So like if you're stressed out, like get up and turn on some music and dance. Let it go, shake it out. And music is very much part of that.
Yeah, for sure.
I personally don't dance to silence.
Sometimes I do. Well, it's not silence, it's something in my head.
I was trying to imagine it.
You know, sometimes you have something in your head and you're just like, I like Bob.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But no, yeah, music is very much, and I feel like it dates back to the beginning of time. You know, music has always been part of the human experience, and for good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into that.
Yeah.
Let's speak to, I guess, the history behind and like the science behind how music has been used for healing.
Yeah. I know a lot of ancient instruments.
Yeah.
Like sound bowls, singing bowls, a lot of like string instruments.
The flutes
are even used today in like sound baths to relax certain chakras and be in tune with those.
Exactly.
Tune into different frequencies in your physical body, and you actually feel different.
Yeah, it hits you like on a cellular level.
Yeah, I remember the first time I experienced that. It was going to an event that my friend was putting on, and they started with a sound bath. And I had a really stressful day at work. And the woman that was doing the sound bath at one point got up and had a tuning fork. And she like kind of like tapped the tuning fork in front of everyone's head. And when she came to me and she did that, all the stress left my body.
Really?
All the tension left my body.
Wow.
And I was like, thank you. Wow. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
I need to find her. I need to find that lady because I need that again.
I have not had a similar experience.
That was it with literally I had a terrible day and it just released everything.
That's interesting.
Yeah. True story.
I've been to a couple sound baths, and although they're always like relaxing experiences where I'm able to kind of tap into, I don't know, my inner thoughts. I don't know if I've like felt anything profound like that. That seems really cool.
Yeah, I think there is, it's all about like frequencies. And I don't know much about Reiki, but I know there's a science to like tapping into different chakras.
Yeah.
And we all need our chakras balanced 24/7.
Yeah.
So like having the right kind of moment where it's like, that is the frequency that you needed in that moment to release whatever was blocking in you, I think maybe you should try like a personal Reiki healer session.
I actually was on that side of TikTok maybe a year ago looking at Reiki healer, I guess, practices. Yeah. And kind of freaked me out, but
It is honestly scary. I had
Yeah.
a one-on-one Pilates session once, and the Pilates instructor also happened to be a Reiki healer. And I didn't realize how much stress, like stretching and all the chakra work and things like that are connected,
Yeah.
because you can be holding tension and tightness
yeah.
in different points of your
Areas,
body
yeah.
that align with the different chakras and
Yeah.
mean certain things. And that was a transformative experience too. And I was like, I
Yeah.
thought I was just coming to do a workout.
No,
And I'm over here
yeah.
getting emotional.
Exactly. And that happens too. Like when you were speaking earlier about dancing, I feel like we hold a lot of tension and tightness and stress in certain areas, especially like your hips
Yeah.
or, you know, your shoulder blades, where that can accidentally be released when you move
Yeah.
those areas.
Yeah. Music, movement helps you kind of let your guard down and feel at ease
Yeah.
doing so. And we need it. We forget so much.
We do.
And we even forget that music can and should be that too.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many options in this world
Yeah.
to not have that.
Yeah. We should be resourceful
Yeah.
with what we do have.
But I feel like if you think about, if you go to like any culture that's not like a Western, you feel that when you see
Yeah.
people
They're
performing
definitely
and
more
singing
in
together.
tune
Yeah.
to that spiritual
Community
side.
gatherings feel a lot more just like rich and
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess let's talk about, I know relating to that, what I can recall is just Jhené Aiko's project that she did during the pandemic in a time where a lot of people needed healing.
Chilombo, right?
Chilombo, yeah. I was listening to that project at a time when I was going through a breakup, and it was just a dark time. But she used those practices. She used a lot of singing bowls and sound bowls. And during her release of that project, she did a lot of interviews, and she, I think, even released like a guide of with each song what note that she focused on, be it like A or F or D or whatever, and what that frequency, what the connection is to the chakras.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah. I was looking up a lot of like after you told me about that, about her album, I was looking up like different frequencies, and it's really interesting. There's a lot of information on like, oh, this specific frequency helps you helps release or relieve anxiety, or this specific frequency helps you like clear your mind, or different things. And I was like, I never even really dug into this at all.
Yeah.
And to see her actually apply it to her album, her major label album, is really beautiful.
It is really beautiful.
Yeah.
She does it in like a beautiful way. What else?
A big person that comes to mind these days when we think about healing music for me is Cleo Soul.
Oh, yeah.
And
her music just sounds like her. Yeah, it feels like a warm hug.
She came out with a lot of her recent albums, like started, I think, in 2019. So like right before the pandemic, and then more and more during and after.
Yeah.
And I think she's given us like 4 or 5 albums. And it's just all
just uplifting
or introspective.
Yeah.
Vulnerable. Like she's definitely a person where she has songs I'm like, does she know what's going on in my life?
Are you
And I feel like a lot of people feel that way listening to her music.
Yeah.
She's just able to like tap into that like universal experience in a very simplistic and relatable way.
Yeah.
She did an interview with Ebro on Apple, and she was she's talking a lot about her like preferences with creating music, but one thing that stood out to me is that they her and Inflo is her husband who she works with, they kind of just flow. They just like sit there and start creating something, and she starts singing it like all the way through.
Yeah.
And you can hear that. It's like a complete stream of consciousness with most of her music. Mm-hmm. It's just coming straight from the heart.
Yeah.
And that soulfulness and that feeling still stays in the recording. Yeah.
Yeah. She does a really good job at tapping into that side of her. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know what her process is, but I feel like a lot of her songs feel like journal entries.
Yeah.
How vulnerable she gets. But that leaves, the listener, leaves room for them to kind of relate. And yeah.
One thing
really
that stood out, also in that interview, she was saying some of her biggest influence, two that I remember, was Stevie Wonder and Bob Marley.
I can definitely see both as influences.
I can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool.
And those are great influences to have to keep that kind of energy and legacy going.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely needed.
What are some other spotlight artists that you go to when you need a certain message or motivation?
Queen Erykah Badu, for sure.
Yes.
I go to her albums.
She's great for a good affirmation.
Her music makes me feel grounded. It definitely makes me feel grounded. I'll turn it on and just zone out or clean the house or whatever and feel great after. I'm like, oh, I needed that.
Yeah.
Remind me that life is life and that's okay.
Yeah. I turn her on around the house too.
And going to her, I've seen her the most live.
Okay. I've never seen her
and
live.
I want to continue. Oh, next time she comes to LA, we going.
I feel like you've told me this before.
5 times, and I'm
you're
proud.
like you're kidnapping me to go see Erykah Badu live.
Well, so we're gonna look out for that. She tours a lot. She calls herself a performance artist.
Okay,
so she's gonna be back.
Nice.
Yeah,
definitely gotta go.
And she got a new album coming. I'm waiting for that.
does?
Yeah, she's doing an album with The Alchemist. The whole album. He's producing the whole album.
Okay.
So I'm like, oof, I want to hear this.
Nice.
Yeah.
We love her.
But yeah, her lyrics are like, she hits you with the hard truths. And that wisdom.
Yeah.
That just like, and it's really cool to see her over the years because she's been at it for a while. And the lyrics still hold up.
Yeah, it's like timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still hit the same. They still hold up. And it's still something that you need even today. A song that could be like 12 years old or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with wisdom. I feel like it holds true and can relate with different things. What?
We were at an Erykah Badu listening event that made me be like, hey.
Want to start a podcast?
You want to start a podcast?
That's right. We were...
Erykah's in our DNA.
Yeah. We went to this event where they were dissecting her body. What?
It was Baduism.
Yeah. They were dissecting Baduism and then just giving insight on the era at the time, what was going on.
Instrumentation, her approach to...
the people that she was working with on the project. And yeah, we had this conversation. We had several conversations that night. And then towards the end, we were just like, hey, we got a lot to talk about.
Most podcasts are born this way.
Yeah, that's right. That was over a year ago, too.
Oh, yeah.
The inception. Yeah. And then it took some time to develop.
Yeah.
And here we are. Thank you, Erykah Badu.
Thank you, Erykah. Now you got to go to her show.
I know.
It's going to happen soon.
Yes.
Who are some for you?
She is a fave. Definitely Erykah Badu. You already mentioned Cleo Soul. I have Jhené Aiko over here.
Yes.
Solange, who we rave about. We absolutely rave about
Solange.
her. Yeah. Stevie Wonder, Bob Marley. I also like a good gospel song.
Yes. Yes.
Some of my favorites are Hezekiah Walker, Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams, Tamala
Mann. The Clark sisters.
The Clark sisters.
Harmonies are very healing.
Yeah.
A good harmony.
I mean, it goes with the tone of things.
Yes.
Yeah, but also I think just the messages that come out of that genre speaks to me in ways that, you know, some other songs can't.
Yeah.
And helps me tap into that spiritual side. So a lot of times when I'm sad or just need some encouragement and
Just a little perspective reset.
yeah, or just need more connection with God, I throw on some gospel music for sure.
Yeah. What's your like go-to song?
Well, I have a few for different things, but I think when I need to tap into just like gratitude and reset my frame of mind, I go with Grateful.
Yes.
That's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a chanting
Yeah.
experience, but Grateful by Hezekiah Walker. I also love Take Me to the King by Tamla Man.
That's a singing song. That's a good singing song.
But I also cry a lot with that song. I don't know. Sometimes I play a gospel playlist and a bunch of songs. Donnie McClurkin, he always takes me there. Speak to My Heart. Kirk Franklin. Just gets me in the mood.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Salt and Cleo Soul got a few gospel leaning songs.
Yeah, she weaves faith
Yeah.
in a lot of her music. Sometimes you don't even know or don't even realize who she's talking about.
A lot of people, when they went to the Hollywood Bowl, they were like, we didn't know we was going to church.
It was very much a spiritual experience, for sure. And she'll take you there.
Yes.
But yeah. What's a song that you kind of put on when you need a reset or a reframe?
There's a couple. One of my like main go-tos is Didn't You Know by Erykah Badu. Didn't You Know? That's how I spelled. But the whole Mama's Gun album I always turn on.
Okay.
And then I love Blessed and Highly Favored by the Clark Sisters.
Yeah.
I love Closer by Goapele.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And that always reminds me of home.
Yeah.
And then I love Strength, Courage, and Wisdom by India Arie.
Oh yeah, India Arie.
I love India Arie.
I love her too.
Yeah.
She's very uplifting.
Yeah. And Solange too.
Yeah.
Just throw on a seat at the table. Throw on any Solange. It makes me feel good. I really love her True EP. Always. Always. That always puts me in a good mood. But yeah, I think it's important too to like remember to, whether it's intentional or just you gravitate toward this, but I think it's important to have artists like this and like music like this in your Rolodex.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's a lot of like...
Music can influence in a lot of ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of music that may not like charge you up like you need to all the time.
It's good to have a balance.
And you may not realize that, hey, this is not what I need. Yeah, it's draining me. So like having not saying you got to listen to this all the time, but like having things to like kind of really meditate on and like have just some like higher frequencies is important, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
Because, you can't get in the rhythm of other messages and other energy and not even realize it.
Yeah.
It's influential. Music is very influential.
Yeah. Music and just words in general, like...
Yeah.
It hits you.
Yeah. It's on a different level than most other things.
Yeah. Got to protect your energy for sure. What else? Should we go into Let Me Put You On?
Did we talk about everyone? We did. Well, What are some? No, I know I did this before.
What?
Do you remember certain bars or like lines that kind of pop up in your head that were strong? You're like, oh yes. Like for me, when I asked myself this, and then I was so shocked that this came in my mind. But there's this Chance the Rapper song from I think Acid
I'd be
Rap.
forgetting about Chance the Rapper.
I know, right? And he's amazing.
Yes.
But there's this song from Acid Rap where he says the hook is everybody, somebody's everything, nobody is nothing. And that when I first heard it, that hit me. I'm like, oh, that's so true. And I still love that song. I think that's such a good reminder because there's so many people in the world and so many energies you interact with in different times.
Yeah.
You guys got to remember, everybody is important to somebody.
Yeah.
And you should treat everybody as such.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a good message.
And then I wrote down another one. What was it? I don't have my glasses on, so you got to bear with me. Oh, no. Oh, Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness.
I don't
As
think I've
long
heard that
as you
song.
keep your head to the sky, you can win. You don't know that song?
Keep your head.
As long as you keep your head to the sky.
Yeah.
That song is amazing.
That is a really good song.
When I was little, I used to think it was corny. But now that I'm grown, I'm like, yeah, I need this. I need this message.
No, they were talking some good stuff.
That was a good song.
I'm trying to think. I talked about this. I don't be like, lyrics don't come to my head like that.
Wait, this is funny. When I think of gospel music, my favorite gospel music, I have to acknowledge Sister Act 2 soundtrack.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
That had us in a chokehold. That
Wait,
movie.
what's your favorite song?
I liked when the two, when Lauren and the other girl, what song were they singing?
Joyful Joy?
Yeah, Joy.
Yeah.
No, when they were singing at the piano.
Joyful Joy.
Yeah, and then they did the reprise with the whole choir. Yeah.
I like
classic.
that song too. And I also like the reprise.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a Sister Act 3.
I'm here
did
for
you hear
it.
that?
They didn't do 3 already? Was 2 the
4?
last one? Are they coming out with a new one?
A new one.
Nice. I hope
And-
Lauryn Hill makes a cameo.
I was this was like a last month. I think a lot of people are coming back. Don't quote me.
Is Whoopi still going to star in it?
I feel like I saw that too. I don't
Whoopi
know.
better
It's a
star in
little
it.
blurry. It's a little foggy, but I do remember seeing something about a new
That's
Sister
nice.
Act.
I love Whoopi Goldberg.
I love her too.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But you still didn't get out of the question.
I can't think of a lyric.
What comes? Nothing like when I say that, nothing just like pops into your brain.
It's probably a gospel song. When you like, when you're in the hot seat, or when I'm in the hot seat, my brain goes blank.
That's relatable. I get that.
But don't worry, be happy. I don't know. Lyrics. I'm just like drawing a blank right now.
That's a good one though. I actually have a children's book from that song. It's like the lyrics of that song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good answer. I'll let you go. I'll let you go, girl. It's all good.
The pressure. As soon as the
all
pressure is
good.
on, I'll probably think of it before
Yeah.
we wrap. But if I don't,
Yeah.
yeah.
But just all in all, knowing that music is a tool of healing, it really is a spiritual thing. It really is a powerful thing.
It is.
And using
Power
that
of
power
the tongue.
for good and to help yourself, we encourage it for sure.
Yeah. We encourage you to, like you said earlier, do the practice of incorporating this type of music. Make a playlist a healing playlist. Make a playlist of songs that encourage you to cry or that are just encouraging or uplifting or motivating in general. So you have a wide range to choose from.
And you have everything you need.
Yeah.
The turn up and the healing and the release.
Some therapy.
And the rage.
Dance therapy.
The rage is good too.
Crying therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, can we get into?
Yes. Yes, we can. We could go into Let Me Put You On.
Let Me Put You On. Let Me Put You On is the segment that we like to share of songs, films, people, places, things that we've come across, be it newer artists that you might not know or, older artists that have lived in our heads rent-free or have taken up space within the last week or so. So I have a song that ties into what we're talking about. It is a gospel song that I love and I tend to put on from time to time. It's called He Wants It All Today by Forever Jones. Check it out.
Nice. I
Yeah.
have two. Can I do two?
Yeah.
So I have a song that ties into what we're talking about as well, called Try by Madison McFerrin. I love her. But that song is like super encouraging and groovy. And then also, I love a free YouTube concert. And one of my favorites that I go back to just to like relax or when I'm doing things around the house, just to chill out, have a little glass of sparkling wine. The Yussef Dayes Experience in Malibu. Yussef Dayes is like a jazz drummer from the UK who is incredible. And he did this beautiful, like scenic live set in Malibu when the sun is setting, and it's just a really
you told
good.
me about this. Yeah.
I watch it a lot. I contributed to those views a lot. But yeah,
Nice.
those are mine.
Yeah. I love a good YouTube set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Check it out.
Well, thank you all for watching today.
Yes. Thank you for tapping in.
Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. And sign up for the email list. We are Group Theory Project, and we will see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.